a lot of counteracting points to what I would say is Mark's. I heard that review, a positive review. The specific question I wanted to ask is, why do we seem to have such a problem adapting from video games?
Yeah, so this is interesting because I am completely on the side of the email reviews there. I think this is a really, really bad film, and more exasperating than that, it's a bad film containing an awful lot of good work. I have to say I'm a fan of The Smoke and Dust. I think the cinematographer Adam Arkapaw is terrifically talented. But I think there's this long-standing problem with video game films. I actually interviewed a guy called Shigeru Miyamoto once, who's the creator of Mario, one of the all-time iconic video game designers, and asked him about this connection between video games and films. And he was brutally dismissive of it. He basically said that the best games, the player plays the role of the director in the best films. So the two forms are just fundamentally incompatible, and all you're moving across from one to the other are story elements. I'm not sure I'm quite on that same level as him, but if you look at a filmmaker like Dan Trachtenberg, who did last year 10 Cloverfield Lane and did the episode of Black Mirror called Playtest, he is someone who is very well versed in video games. He uses the visual grammar of video games, the narrative structure of video games, but he uses it in an intrinsically filmic way. I would love to see Dan Trachtenberg make a video game movie. I think to an extent with 10 Cloverfield Lane, he already has done. It just isn't based on a specific game.
Yeah, I never thought of it like that.
But it's worth looking at his own technique and how he has adapted that to cinema in order to tell a compelling story. I think this film is a total shambles, and I think it's a shame because Michael Fassbender, Marion Cotillard, Justin Kurzel, the director who all made Macbeth together,
one of my favourite
films of 2 years ago, and it's worked out as like Dan Brown with added parkour. It's just dreadful.